Welcome back to Bringing It to the Table here on Afrovibes TV. I'm Pamela Ilyasa. And today we have a remarkable young lady who has traveled far to embrace her career and hope of becoming a professional recording artist. So help me welcome Indy to our show. Hi, Indy.
Welcome. Good to have you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you here with us today.
Glad to be here.
That's great. So let's talk about the sound. How would you describe your sound in 3 words?
I would say authentic, love, and emotional. I feel like most of my music comes from what I feel inside and within.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm sure you've encountered a lot of people in your journey. Who would you say are some of the women who have inspired you vocally across this time?
Okay. For the most part, I will say my friends most and then also Mariah the Scientist, music artists like that. Like she's just so vulnerable when she does put her music out, so it kind of influences me to do the same.
And who is it?
Mariah the Scientist.
Oh, okay. I never heard of her. Oh, I'm from the old school. Yeah. Okay. Well, tell me, when did you first discover that music was your calling?
Okay, so when I was like young, I would watch Disney movies, and I liked that every time I watched a movie to portray like what they're feeling or emotional, they would just break out in song. So I would do that. Like I would be like in the kitchen, I would be sad or stuff, and I just started singing, and I just started realizing that that was something that I wanted to do.
Okay, great. Yeah, I can relate to that. I used to love to sing. What's her name? Natalie Cole songs. Yeah, I was a fan of Natalie Cole back in the day, so I can relate to that. Great.
And I know you mentioned about Mariah, but your lyrics are just very personal. It goes very deep. How did you find the courage to become so vulnerable in your music?
I'm not really good at expressing my feelings when it comes to having conversations. I usually do poetry. And so when I did poetry, I kind of was like, you know what? I can make this bigger. Like I can actually do something where someone else can listen to it and feel like they're not understood and they can hear it and be like, okay, this is something that I'm feeling that no one else understands. So
Exactly. Exactly. My son Justin, he loves poetry as well. So so I do understand. Well, tell me, how would you balance, say, like classical influences to modern and R&B?
Okay, so for me, I feel like classical is just surface level, right? So whenever you're doing R&B, they kind of paint you a picture of what exactly they're feeling.
Oh,
so I feel like you can, to balance that, you just do both sides. Like, you know, you kind of incorporate a little bit of like, okay, I'm going through this, and then R&B kind of paints the story for you.
Exactly. That's very well said. That's understood.
And so what do you think are like one of the most like important like themes or messages that you want to bring about in your music? Like what's important to you?
I think for me, being vulnerable. I feel like that's one of the things I want people to get from my music. It's okay to feel a lot and be emotional and be okay with being open doing so, because in this generation growing up, a lot of us kind of stray away from the fact that we feel feelings, and I want when people listen to my music for them to understand that is okay.
That's good. Yeah, a lot of people are wearing masks, and it's so easy to hide, but when you can just be vulnerable and uncover and just be yourself and just live that, I think that's great. The music carries that type of message.
Yes. But can you walk us through your creative process, songwriting to recording in the studio?
Okay, so this might sound crazy, guys. I just want to say, but I don't have a routine. So for the most part, when I do get those thoughts of like being creative, it comes from like the weirdest spots. I would be in the shower and I'd be like, oh, I need to get out of here and write this down. I'll put it in my notes real quick so I don't forget it. And then I go from there, and then I'll kind of make it into a poem. And then when I put it into a poem, I kind of sing, and then I find random little beats and stuff on YouTube, try to incorporate that into it, and
Yes.
then I send that to the people that help me with my music. I send it to them. And I'm like, okay, this is how I want it to sound, and then I go
Okay.
from there.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I like that a lot.
So what has been the most emotional song that you have written and why?
The most emotional song I've ever written is called April 9th, and I made it recently. It's about an ex-lover that I kind of knew I had to cut ties with, and I was really sad about the whole thing, and I just feel that more when I'm drinking, so it kind of just incorporates that as well. Yeah.
Right. And when did you write the song?
April 9th.
On April 9th.
April.
Okay. That's
Wow.
awesome.
That sounds like an incredible song.
Yes, and wine tends to get us in that mood,
Yeah.
emotions. Flow.
Yes. Well, tell me, how has being a woman shaped your experience in this music industry?
For the most part for me, I feel as though being a woman, you have to also sell beauty in this industry.
Yes.
And I feel like to do that, you have to be in that space where you are well-rounded as a person. So like
Yes.
no one really wants to listen to music if that person is not also showing that persona of what their music is telling.
Exactly.
So I try to just incorporate kindness, love, and beauty in my
Yes.
music, and hopefully I can feel that through the
Yes.
song.
Yeah, and you're such a
Yeah.
beautiful young lady.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So
It shows automatically.
yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about collaboration. If you could collaborate with any artist that's living or passed on, who would that be?
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia
I
Keys.
love her.
See that?
I love Alicia Keys.
Yes, she's amazing. And my mom was gonna name me, Alicia. So that kind of like makes me feel something to be.
Yes. So what's your favorite song by Alicia Keys then?
No one. Yeah, it's so sad.
What?
Listen,
Oh yeah, no one. I love that song.
Yeah.
No one. I love it. Yes. So tell me, how did you stay grounded and connected to your roots as your platform group?
Okay, so as someone that's still growing, I always try to allow myself to be humble and understand that everything that I am getting from this world is based off the fact that I went through so much and God
Yeah.
helped me through those things.
Amen.
So it's just one of those things where I always try to tell myself, okay, you went through this because God had a plan for you and you executed that plan.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Amen.
that's
Wow.
I like that. You
Yes.
executed, carried it out.
Well said. God does have a plan for us.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Let's talk about this music scene because we got trap music, we got bounce, we've got all these different types of genres. Rap is hitting the stage, but I don't hear a lot more of that lovely R&B neo soul vibe. So, do you feel that it is coming back? Is it going to make its way back to the mainstream R&B and neo soul?
Yes, I think that R&B is needed in this world because everyone gets their heart broken,
Oh,
everyone gets sad, everyone gets lonely, and the best way to feel like someone's listening is listening to a little bit of Keisha Cole or something,
Right?
Oh yeah.
and I want to be the next her.
All right. That's a great answer. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
So tell me, how would you want your fans, I'm saying your fans,
Mhm.
to feel when they hear your music for the very first time?
Love and seen. I feel like everyone goes through that moment in their life when they feel like they're lonely and they
Yeah.
don't feel like anyone understands them. And I want them to able to come into listening to my music and feel like they can feel all those emotions they're not getting from.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, and you have such a sweet personality. I'm sure that they will feel that love coming from your vibe.
Shines through. So, yes.
Yes.
All right, well, outside of the music, what inspires your creativity? Is it fashion, art, film? What else inspires your creativity?
Of course, beauty. I love makeup. I like getting pretty in the morning, and then also nature and stuff as well.
Oh
I
yes.
like nature is one of those things that kind of just speak to my soul,
Mhm.
and it kind of is playing a part in something I have coming up. So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, that sounds exciting. That sounds really exciting.
Exciting. Awesome.
So, what's your next project, tours that you have in store for your future, for your fans? You have any tours that you're going to be going on, concerts, or you have any events that you're being invited to?
So I'm definitely gonna be in the studio soon, but I also have just an EP I'm working on right now, the people listening can have a better idea of who Indiella is as a person.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like telling a story about my life.
Yes, and I love that name, Indy. That's
Thank-
such a beautiful, unique name. You don't hear too many people with a name Indy. That's
Yes,
beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to be taking a break. So thank you. We'll be coming right back with this beautiful, lovely Indie right here
Yeah,
on Afrovibes TV. All right, and welcome back here to Bringing It to the Table on Afrovibes TV. I am Ilyasa and my co-host Pamela, and we are back with the lovely Indy. And we have been just chatting about music, her creativity, and all the things she's got going on. So we just want to know a little bit more about how you see yourself as an artist branching out. Do you want to be more international? Do you want to be more, have a local presence? What's more important to you?
So for right now, I kind of do want to just focus on locally just because those are the people that kind of inspire me to believe I can be out there in the world pop artist. So I'm just trying to focus on like building connections with Houstonians and people in Texas right
I
now.
like that.
Yes.
All right. Well, how has your sound evolved from the first time when you started till now? How do you think it's evolved since then?
Okay, from someone that was scared to get on the stage and literally took her glasses off so that she would not see people. I think that I'm doing a little bit more better with stage presence and allowing my just my personality to shine with within my music, and then just being a little bit more confident. So I think I'm doing way better.
Yeah, that's good.
So that is really good. Very good.
So tell us, what's the story behind your stage name, if you have one?
Okay, so my stage name, um, I don't really think there's a story. I kind of guess, for me, I just don't like the name that I was given. So I kind of just made one for myself. I believe like even when people see me and they like know my name and they know my stage name, they're like, okay, I can see you. Like oh, and that's a thing. Indie is not my name.
It is not your stage name?
It's my stage name.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
That's
That's nice.
very nice. Very nice. Okay, so is there a particular era of music, like a timeline that you draw your inspiration from when it comes to your music?
Definitely early 2000s. I feel like I don't know what it is with the heartbreak in that era, but that kind of definitely made me feel a little bit more in tune within myself.
Right. I can understand that. I can understand that. Lots of heartbreak going on for sure in the 2000s. So I agree.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us, how do you deal with creative blocks or burnouts? Do you ever get burnout?
Yes, I do. I guess when I'm feeling down, I'm not really, I don't really have a creative bone in my body, but I also learned that incorporating what I'm feeling kind of helps me to make music. Because, like,
Mhm.
my best song, I feel like, is based off of heartbreak. And, like, when you know, when you're blocked and you're feeling a little sad and you don't feel like you should write, that's definitely the time that you should. So, yeah.
It is. And I imagine a lot of the other artists, do the same thing as yourself.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure that they get burnout, a lot, being in the studio, from sun up to sundown sometimes. So I'm sure, a lot
Yeah, for sure.
Long days.
it goes with the territory, huh?
Yeah, it does.
For sure. Well, I know you just mentioned your best song. That's what I wanted to ask you about. What was your what's your favorite song and why? What's the most meaningful song to you?
Okay, so there's a song that I literally, it does not even have a name.
Oh,
Okay, but it's my favorite song because okay, so when I made this song, I was on a bus. And
okay.
so when I was on the bus, I was watching these two elderly couples,
Mhm.
and they were so sweet to each other. He had randomly he was drinking out of Fanta, and it was a little soda, and he like when he was drinking it, I guess he kind of knew his wife didn't like drinking from the same bottle as him, that he brought out a straw, his bag, and I just thought that was so cute.
He was
like,
right.
yeah, so it's kind of like this song kind of talks about old love and like the fact that when you do grow in those relationships, being together for so long, that you notice those things about your partner. So yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's very cute.
So tell us, how do your personal experiences and identity as a woman shape your songwriting?
Um, okay, for people that don't know, I am a part of the LGBTQ community.
Mhm.
So, it is kind of different for me to make music, and just dealing with everyday life things because I am also a Black woman. So it's like
Yes.
double homicide in this era. But it's just one of those things where I kind of realize, like, as someone that is growing and like not being accepted in that space with a lot of people because
Mhm.
everyone has their own beliefs. Just
Exactly.
the fact that going through those things kind of allowed me to grow as a person and made me
Mhm.
also believe that um those things don't define me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I am, at the end of the day, I am a woman,
Yes.
but it doesn't make who I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of just think about that in a way.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Yes.
you have to have that sort of grounding. So I love that you said that, and I'm glad that you know who you are and that you're able to walk in that and just and live it. I think that's amazing. So, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about
Yes.
next a little bit was like some of the challenges that you face, whether it's being as an independent artist or have you been with a label or anything like that?
I
You
have
faced any
not,
challenges?
but I coming from someone that writes her own stuff and like does her own thing, I have
Mhm.
tried working with people before, and it kind of just showed me like some people they kind of help you to want something out of it, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of one of the challenges I had to face, the fact that it was like a give or take thing, like, oh, I'll make this we can make this song together if you like come out with me later tonight, you know, kind of things like that. I really don't appreciate that. That was kind of the things that was like, oh,
Yeah, that can
yeah,
be tough,
yeah,
and there's expectations and
yeah,
these things that are going on in their mind, these hidden agendas that's really, really not cool. So, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Mm.
So, what role does spirituality of self care play in your music?
um I guess for me, it's one of those things where it's like, the only way that I can make the music I can make or do is because God gave me that gift.
Mhm.
So, and anything I do, I always make sure I incorporate the fact that He kind of like bedded those ideas in my head so that I can be able to like um put the sounds and music out that people will connect to. God kind of gave me that gift so I can connect with them and then they can connect with him. So yeah, that's kind of one of those things.
Yes.
I love that.
And it sounds like you're a very talented young lady. You write, you sing. Do you play any instruments?
Okay, so guys, I've been trying to learn how to play guitar for the past 2 years. It's not working. No, I don't know what's going on, but it's not working. But I can play a little piano, like a little dun 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 a little bit. Yeah, a little something.
Well, that's good. That's I say I knew you had musically inclined. So I'm like, I kind of figured, like, since you said you like Alicia Keys, she played the piano.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always had the same vibe.
Mhm.
That's a blessing.
Yes. So what about, okay, so tell me one thing or something, anything that maybe your fans would be surprised to know about you.
Um, I have 6 brothers, and I'm the youngest girl.
What?
Yes, it's so crazy.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
It's so crazy. It's really hard out here, guys.
Mhm.
But I love them. I love all of them. I don't really talk to most of them a lot, but yeah, I'm the youngest girl, and it's only 2 of us, so it's like, oh,
That
yeah,
is cool. So
That is cool.
all together in your family?
it's 7.
Oh, it's 7.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's it.
So, you have any sisters?
I have
So
one.
yeah, she has one sister, and then that's a lot. Yeah. Okay.
And boys could
Yeah,
be
big
protective
family.
of their sisters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes. And
So-
you're the baby, so that's even
Yeah,
double
I definitely
whammy.
understand that. Yeah.
Oh gosh, love it. Big families.
So tell me, how do you feel about the current state of R&B music today?
No, we've lost our touch. Like I've noticed that like a lot of the upcoming artists are kind of like sexualizing the whole thing. When are we gonna start going outside holding the beatbox talking about how much you miss your girl? Why are we not doing that no more? So I don't know. Hopefully when I come out there I bring them a little something they need to be doing. But
Yes.
I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of confused.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, because you loved music. I mean, in a whole different way back then, and it just it was so much you could just connect to, and
Yeah,
it wasn't bad. It
absolutely.
was just that sweet, loving vibe that
Now
was
the
like,
yearning.
yeah, that's something to be desired.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
here and
Out
every.
there.
They brought it all to the table back then.
I'm telling you.
Now
Yeah.
they're bringing it all now. Okay, well, what's
Wow.
been your most memorable performance? Well, I don't know. Have you performed that?
Not yet, guys. Not
Not
yet. Not yet. So,
Yeah.
I guess the most memorable one now is the fact that I did like I was on a talent show.
Mhm.
Okay.
But yeah, my dad was there for that, and my dad passed, so that was like one of those things where it's like it was his first time seeing me being comfortable enough to be on the stage.
Yeah.
So
That is awesome. Yeah. So that's definitely a good
Yeah.
moment to connect to. I'm sure she was.
I'm sure your dad was so proud of
he
you.
was, and there's a YouTube video if y'all want to see it. There
Yeah.
is a YouTube video. My mom posted it, and you can hear him screaming in the background.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. Okay, so
Yeah.
she has her own channel.
Yeah, she and the only video is me.
Oh, is
The
this
only video is me.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
crazy.
It must have
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that one then for sure. I would love to see that. Okay, so we gotta go from
Tell
there.
us, do you write all of your music yourself, or do you collaborate with other writers and producers?
I write all my music myself.
Oh, great.
And most of the music that I do write, it starts as a poem. So
Mhm.
like I will, and some of them are kind of unfinished because like I told you guys before, when I do make my music, it's just sporadic. I could be in the shower, I can be
Mhm.
eating somewhere. So
Yeah.
I just kind of piece from different things that I write and put it together and make a song.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I know we talked a little bit earlier about, how the messages you wanted to bring about, but I want to talk about like how important that visual storytelling is to you, to your brand, to your music, to who you are. Like just talk a little bit about that part.
I feel like for me, for the most part, just being able to allow my fans or the people that are just watching my journey to see how I got to where I am, or like being able to just incorporate myself in everything I do. I think that I try my hardest for when I do write music, I make it worldwide. So I like, yes, I am a Black woman, but I also want people to understand that the music I put out is also for Black man, an Asian
Yes.
woman, a dog can listen to it. Like, I just want people to be able to like be in that space where it's like, okay, this is like worldly. This is not just in that one area. It can just everyone can connect in a way. So yeah.
Okay. I like that. That's a
Yes.
good way to connect. Awesome, awesome.
So tell us, what's a dream venue, a festival you would love to perform at one day?
Coachella, guys.
Ah,
Coachella or Rolling Loud.
Rolling
I
Loud.
want to do Coachella so
Yeah.
bad because just the way they dress kind of
Yes.
reminds me of how I dress. So I want to do that really bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
cool. I could totally see that too. Right? We need to have more. And more of the creativity, more of the vibe, more of the love. That would be great.
Yes.
If your life would be, if you could name it a song, what would the title be?
My life. Oh, I would say Hurricane.
Hurricane?
Yeah.
Oh, that's powerful.
Talk about it. Come on, woman.
Okay, so
Okay.
you know how hurricanes, they kind of start slow
Yes.
and then it just boom, come out of nowhere.
Wow.
That's how I feel like my life is. It's like one minute I'm like, I'm constantly down,
Yes.
and then it just something amazing happens, something crazy happens, and my whole world's spinning around
Mhm.
and going crazy. And then after the hurricane's done, it's just like the clouds clear up and the sun's out. That's how I
So
feel.
you have the resilience to bounce back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah,
I'm there.
sure.
Yes.
With the beautiful voice and the beautiful vibe and the looks,
Oh,
you are definitely going to be taking the world by storm.
Amen.
So
absolutely.
I'm
I
just
agree.
very, very excited about everything you have going on and everything that is to come. So just keep doing
Yes.
everything that you're doing. You're going to bring something really special to that industry and
Yes.
probably a lot of creativity to others. So,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
trust me, it's more on the way.
Yeah.
Well, we have been having a marvelous conversation with the fabulous Indy. So we really, really enjoyed you hanging out with us today here
Absolutely.
at Afrovibes TV. We're going to sign off today. I am Ilyasa, and I'm my co-host Pamela here at Bringing It to the Table on Afrovibes TV, and we will see you next time. Thank you for joining.